Almost 2 years ago, I was scrolling on Craigslist and I saw a post of a lady who found an infant puppy on her property that was freezing to death. And she didn't know how to help it and didn't know any resources. So I reached out. You can pause to read. So I took him to the vet. He was about 3.5 weeks old. So we put him on some formula. He was okay, but he did have a respiratory infection. So I took him home. And from this point, I kind of became his mom and gave him around-the-clock care, which included bottle feeding. Guys, he was literally like my baby. I had to use the little suction to get his mucus out from the cold, and he started to grow. He started to get better, and his hair started to grow in. Here's a super cute video of him burping.
Nice.
So you have to burp puppies because if you bottle feed them, they take in air, which they wouldn't naturally do with their mother. So I kept him in this little basket with a snuggle puppy and a heating pad and a puppy pad. And this is when he got his first collar and he was growing more and he started to play and become a dog. He was probably about 4.5 weeks at this point. His teeth were in at this point, so we were doing mush and kibble. Here he is playing it again. He was a feisty little thing. Check him out.
Get it.
Here's another adorable photo. And then we took him back to the vet. He was gaining weight. So we fast forward a little bit. This is 5 weeks. And then all of a sudden he was 6 weeks old and I started to train him.
Hey, sit. Good boy. Good boy.
So at this point, he was about 7 weeks old, and it was almost time to find him a forever home. But I took my time, and he stayed around. Here's another cute clip of him and Nina. And he stayed with us till he was around 12 weeks old, I believe, and he was vaccinated, so we took him to the dog park with Nina and I. And we met someone who had another dog, and they fell in love with him, and they ended up adopting him. And they were the perfect home because they lived close by. They already had a dog who was super spoiled. Here's a random DNA test. I wanted to include that.
I just noticed Nina.
Yeah, here was his birthday party in January. He turned 1. And he's living his best life, guys. He's so spoiled, him and his sister. He does all the fun things. He goes to daycare. He wears costumes. And I just love it.